Here at Brewer Cheers, we reviewed quite a few beers. And one of our favorite breweries is Bottle Logic. And today we have something special. This is the 10-year anniversary of Fundamental Observation. Yes, you heard correctly. We have a 10-year anniversary bottle of Fundamental Observation here. 2024 for those of you in the far-flung future. And for those who don't know, Fundamental Observation is an Imperial Vanilla Stout, aged in bourbon barrels with Madagascar vanilla beans. The food pairings are Saint Auger, smoked pork shoulder, I know that one, and espresso panna cotta. Oh, I know that one too. 2 out of 3 ain't bad. They have a quote on the bottle. We shall not cease from exploration, and the end of all our exploring will be to arrive where we started and know the place for the first time. T.S. Eliot. Batch number 10. Although I do think there was a batch brought out in 2013, but that was kind of like pilot with their first year they were starting out. But this is the beer that put Bottle Logic on the map. It's pretty famous in the craft beer community, and very, very excited and blessed that we live so close that we're able to get a bottle. And we're here to review another Fundamental Observation. We have reviewed it many, many times in many different iterations on the channel. You can check out our big flight we did over here. We reviewed how many years of Bottle Logic? Was it like 7 years? 7 Fundamental Observations or something like that? It was a lot. Yeah, and we've reviewed the vanillas with Rafa. You can check that out over here. That was really fun. They did a bunch of different vanillas from around the world in their 2018 version of Fundamental Observation. But that's all in the past. Today we're looking forward to the future here with this 10-year anniversary bottle. We got the teal label on there, Mary. You gotta be pumped. Bottle Logic is definitely your favorite brewery.
Absolutely, 100%. I love Bottle Logic. I love barrel aged stouts. I like their vanilla Fundamental Observation. I like the adjuncts that they add when they do. But going back to the OG is like bread and butter for me.
Yeah, and most of the time we find the OG is either, if not the favorite when we try it, it's second or third. It's usually in the top 3.
Yeah.
They usually have different barrel offerings on tap only, and I think the vanilla is always a pretty safe bet to be in the top 5.
Absolutely.
But hell, that's enough talking about it. Let's get to drinking about it. All right, it's time to crack open Fundamental Observation 2024. Here we go, Mary. First pour for you.
As it should be. A little more. Just kidding.
I definitely smell the vanilla just from pouring it.
It smells like frosted vanilla.
Now we are filming this August 17th. And this just came out.
Oh, yes, around the end of July. Yes.
Yeah. So it's still really fresh. We got one bottle of this. Wanted to review while it's fresh, just to put it out there and see how it holds up fresh. On the nose, definitely vanilla. Definitely the bourbon barrel character coming through.
So you wouldn't say frosted vanilla?
It's on the verge. On the verge of being frosted vanilla.
One of these days I'm gonna figure out what that means.
I'm just gonna keep throwing you all the way there.
Yeah, I get a lot of vanilla, I get a lot of the barrel.
Yeah, I'm very, very excited for this. Obviously, we've had it on tap, but out of the bottle is a whole different animal sometimes.
Don't tell our friends we've had it on tap. That's hot.
A lot of alcohol.
That's hot.
You love that.
I do. But the next sip will be something different.
I think it's not that hot for me where I'm like reacting that violently to it, but definitely alcohol, and it's a nice long finish where I get chocolate and I get vanilla.
The second sip is a lot more vanilla, a lot more chocolate, way less heat from the barrel. It's like I don't even have anything to say about it because it's just that good. Like, what else? What else can I say about it? It delivers on its promises. It's an amazing stout. You get enough heat from the barrel, not too overwhelming. I don't know. I'm gonna give it a 5. I'll give it a 6 if I could. I'll give it a 10 if I could.
Silky smooth mouthfeel. It's easy to see why this is their staple beer, their flagship beer, the one that really put them on the map. I'm going to give it a 5 as well. I think this year's honestly stands out from some of the other years that we've tried in the past. Because I get a lot of vanilla here, and in other years I haven't had a ton of vanilla. And really nice to see it here, really coming forward. I mean, it's easy to see why this would be like a go-to style for somebody. And generally they make a lot of this base version in bottles. So if you're in the SoCal area, you should be able to find it at a bottle shop if they carry Bottle Logic. But who knows, maybe they made less this year for some reason.
Well, it's still on tap at the brewery. But the time that we were there last,
it should still be there. It
2 weeks
usually
ago.
lasts like through October, November.
Yeah.
They usually have quite a few kegs of it for the tap. Now, the viscometer here has it at a 7, and that's why I think this has a great silky smooth mouth texture, as I mentioned before. It's not super, super thick, but it's just thick enough, like most barrel-aged stouts are. Alcohol-wise, I think this is big. How many decimal places are they rocking nowadays?
they're rocking 0.
Yeah, that's what I thought I remember. This is like 18%, right? No, it's not. It's like smaller than that.
This is not the brewery. This is not Black Tuesday.
Okay, hang on. Recalibrated. I'm going to go with 13%.
14.
Ah, so close.
Yeah, this is a 14%er. It definitely, I mean, my
That
first
first sip lets you know it is.
yeah,
one.
my first sip, like, it was big. It wasn't overwhelming for me, but I think that I do that with every single beer that I taste. The first sip is always so different than the second sip. And
Yeah.
then the third sip is more like the second sip than the first sip ever was, because, I don't know, I've had fundamental observation before, obviously, but I just wasn't prepared. But
And every year it's a little different. I don't know if it's different barrels every year, but there's definitely, different brewers that come in. There's a different recipe. They always keep Madagascar vanilla, but every year the Madagascar vanilla that grows maybe tastes a little different from one year to the next, depending on the seasons and the conditions that it was grown in. This year is really good. It's one that I can see myself trying when I go there for my birthday, trying when we go there in October, and as long as it's on tap, I'm probably going to get a taster of it at least.
oh yeah, absolutely. I'll get a full pour or two. Yeah, I was gonna say, like Jam the Radar, they do that every single year.
Mhm.
We did that vertical, which you can check out right here. Even year to year, that tastes totally different, even though it's the same beer. So this one, I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't think I've ever came across a funnel observation that I did not like.
Yeah, I think most of them we gave 4s at least to, which are A's.
Even if there is 0 vanilla in there, I would still give it a 5 because it's just that good. They
It's
know
a
what
good
they're
barrel-aged stout regardless, usually. But it does say vanilla, and so that's why I usually look for vanilla. This vanilla is not as forward or as creamy or as... What's what I'm looking for?
frosty.
That other stuff. That custardy as like a planifolia from Pure Project was. But it's still really good, and I think it allows the chocolate to come through, which some other vanilla beers don't. It's just all vanilla. Then the barrel also gets a chance to do its part here as well, which is nice. I hope you enjoyed today's beer review. We certainly did. Like, share, subscribe. It all helps us out. And until next we meet, we're the Brew Matures, trying every beer around the world.
One sip at a time.